Hi, welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Fulfill the game of life.
We are in Portugal, Italy, finally slowing down to put these videos together.
Yeah, for our Portugal viewers, please don't get upset that we're filming our dialogue in Italy.
We just ran out of time in Portugal, but we would have preferred to film these in your country.
Or should we say, our country.
Behind us, you see the Castello di Portunego, which is actually a villa built around 1760 on the remains of a medieval fortress.
And in this video, we're kicking off a series of 4 videos in which we take you around the interior of Portugal.
We would say north central near the Spanish border.
And as we've stated in other videos, we started in Linhares.
And it became a home base for our sightseeing.
Honestly though, we had no idea of how many things we were going to see.
We booked an Airbnb because it had a castle in the photo.
And as we showed you, we weren't disappointed by the castle.
Considering this was our first ever ancient village, we were so captivated.
Yeah, we loved the city, we loved the open castle, the stone houses, and all of the things that we've already told you about.
Then we started looking for sites around Linhares, and we discovered a wealth of things to see.
Once we became familiar with the sites, we discovered we could see some of them from each location.
This is how close they were.
Then we discovered that Linhares was part of the Aldeias Histórico de Portugal, a collection of 12 historical villages.
We termed this the official sites.
Not long after, we also discovered that we were close to the highest point in Portugal.
Serra da Estrela.
So, of course, we knew that had to be on our list as well.
So, with the wonder and amazement of a child at Disney World,
we opened our map and set our chosen paths.
We hit the road paying about the same for gas that you would pay for a Coke at Disney.
Yeah, seriously. But in this video, we're going to start off by taking you around the sites that are just around Linhares.
Where with a car and no more than 30 minutes of driving, you can see these awesome historical sites.
But before we get going, please remember to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Right here in Linhares, there were 4 things that we really enjoyed other than the castle.
There is a local restaurant, Cova da Lopa, that had a really remarkable fried cheese and berries appetizer.
Oh, it was so good. And we've also already showed you footage of the aqueduct and the mill where we recorded video 24.
And only a few kilometers up the mountain to the outlook, the view was amazing.
Amazing, but the drive was a little bit scary.
Why are you driving on the left side of the road?
Because it's further away from falling. That's a long way down. Oh my goodness gracious. My hands are sweating, my feet are sweating. Oh. We're still going up. Oh, there's a boat. I can't even sit back in my seat and relax. This is not a relaxing drive. This is stressful.
While we were in Linhares, we experienced 2 cultural events inside the castle.
Yeah, we got to attend a piano concert at night.
And the next day, we saw a violin and piano concert also inside the castle.
And though the musicianship was fantastic, it still paled in comparison to the atmosphere you feel watching this in an ancient castle.
And we loved the Roman road leading out of the city.
Yeah, I don't know if we've mentioned it yet, but there is a Roman road leading out. And can you just imagine how many feet must have walked on this road over 1,000 years?
Our second stop is Celorico.
We filmed some dialogue in an earlier video, and we showed you a bit of the castle footage already.
And Zoologico was about a 20-minute drive outside of Linhares,
It's where we typically did our shopping, and it's the largest city in the area.
as well as our favorite restaurant, João Nova Estrela. Nothing fancy, but it had such flavorful food.
Yeah, really good food. Next, we want to take you to Mentasa Dolmen.
Now, we must admit we ignored the brown sign and followed Google, and we ended up here.
Yeah, not here. But we eventually turned around, got ourselves back to the brown sign.
We did. So this may not look as impressive as the castles until you realize it is from the Neolithic period.
Somewhere between 2900 and 2640 BC.
That is crazy, right?
I mean, it's crazy to realize how old this is with that large rock on the top. It's just a really cool sight when you put that in perspective. Next, we were on our way to the Castle Fogosino.
Built in 1183.
Now, if you remember, this is the small castle where we prayed to the gods of the subscribers.
This castle served as a refuge during Napoleon's invasion.
Napoleon's invasion. How cool is that to see a place that fit in the real history of Napoleon's invasion? But what was unique about this castle was the amount of white quartz on the castle grounds.
And it was a stone's throw away from Paso de Melo.
Which is a crumbling 18th century manor house.
Amazingly, and still has a living heiress.
Even in its crumbling state, it was just awesome to walk through this.
And we loved slowly exploring it.
Finally, we were off to Guarda, about 30 minutes across the mountains.
We drove there actually looking for a place for me to get my nails done.
I had already seen on Google Maps that there was a castle there, so I made sure I packed up Henry, the navigator drone, to take with us.
We arrived and quickly saw this tower and went to work with Henry.
Yep, so we ran Henry up the tower. Spun him around, and holy smoke, this is what we saw.
The Cathedral of Guarda.
Work started on this cathedral in 1390.
And it took 150 years to build.
We took some time to capture some more footage, and we took the time to tour the cathedral.
And just like the monastery of Batala, to a slightly lesser degree, the cathedral was beautiful.
Beautiful. And it was just well worth the visit. There's an ancient motor with a chain that drives the bells.
Well, guys, that wraps up this video.
Is that enough things to see in just a 30-minute drive from where you're staying?
And to call this country rich with history is such an understatement.
We were just in awe of all of the things that are so close to where we were staying.
But just wait for the next 3 videos.
You won't believe what's around here within 2 to 3 hours of driving.
If you enjoyed this video, this series is only going to get better.
Yeah, so trust us, you're going to want to subscribe.
We'll be back soon with video 2 of this series.
Where we'll take you to the highest point of mainland Portugal.
Serra da Estrela.
We hope to see you on the trip.
Ciao.
Ciao.